Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest and exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
Thank you for tuning in to another truckin' episode of Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now, if you have a diesel or if you've driven a diesel, you know it gives you gobs of power at the top end, but at the bottom end it can be kind of sluggish. Actually, it can be a lot sluggish, and that's hard to get used to. But there is a solution for that, Eric. You are here from Stealth Performance, and with this little module, you have solved the problem.
What we do is we bring that power curve down to where you actually need it by manipulating the fuel pressure signal and the boost signal and transforming it into like a 4-stroke style power curve instead of like that 2-stroke where there's a lot of lag and then a sudden surge.
What does hooking this up do for my warranty on my vehicle?
Our non-invasive approach allows it where it doesn't leave any footprint. So we're leveraging the factory programming into making power. So the dealer can go in and they're never going to find history of us reprogramming the truck's computer because we simply never reprogrammed it.
Hence the name Stealth.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I love it. Now, what's the difference between this module and then something that would hook up under the dash?
Yeah, so an OBD2 style tuner is going to reprogram the truck, and their approach at power, really they can't make much before boost comes on. So they're doing a lot of timing and throttle sensitivity and stuff like that to try to get it up into where boost comes, and they start dumping the fuel. And they're going to raise the exhaust gas temperature limits, and you have gauges and stuff where you could blow up your truck if you wanted to, but you get to explore the limits. Where ours is a lot different. The way we're making power by bringing that fuel pressure up to get that efficient plume out of the injectors and bring you boost on earlier, we're able to give you power before boost comes in, and that's most driving situations where most people don't drive around over 2,000 RPM with your foot to the floor. Most of it is done quarter to half throttle below 2,000 RPM.
So this is really for people that own a truck that want to drive it and use it like a truck should be used.
Correct. Yeah, it's actually the silent majority. So, I mean, if you're going to be going to Walmart with your hood up, it's probably not the product for you. But, you know, if you actually use your truck to haul and like most people, like what they were designed for, then this is the perfect product.
Gotcha, and it's perfectly simple to install. Why don't you show us how it's done? While you're hooking this up, let's talk about efficiency. I know a lot of times people are getting higher performance, but you're giving up fuel economy. And how does that work with your unit?
Yeah, so that's a really hot subject, you know, mileage nowadays, especially with fuel prices going up. And it's using your logic by having more power down low. It's easy to see how it could equal mileage, especially by getting a more efficient plume out of the injectors. And that's why the majority of our customers do report like a nice mileage increase. However, we know it comes down to how you use that power. If you're going to use it to accelerate faster and, you know, feel it in the seat of your pants, which there's nothing wrong with that, just don't expect mileage too. You know, if you're going to use some discipline and use the power responsibly to keep your RPMs down and hold higher gears. Makes sense.
Now, where are you hooking this up to?
So I already hooked up down low into the fuel pressure sensor, which is right down there. It's probably tough for you guys to see, but it's not too bad. And then this one goes into the boost sensor up here. And so typically just run it along here and mount the module up in this corner. And
how would you mount that typically?
So you could use Velcro or zip ties.
Super simple install. And now this is not just for Fords, you make for all different makes across the board?
Correct. Chevy, Ram, Fords. We have one for the 99 Power Stroke all the way up to 2021.
And just a couple of connections to make here. We've actually got the module to plug in, and there is a lead here as well for the controller, which most people, you told me, leave under the hood, but there is enough cable here in case you want to run it through the firewall and get a little fancy.
Yeah, correct. So this allows you to adjust it between stock, low, medium, and high. And it's not anything you have to really be messing with it much since it's still protected by the stock programming and safety parameters. So that's why most people leave it under the hood. And what you'll find once you install it is it's a good baseline modification where once you install this, you want it on every truck you have from then on. And if you want to go further, go further. And then if you want, you can pull it off, install it in another vehicle. It's not VIN locked.
Well, you can feel the difference for yourself. Get one at stealthmodules.com. We will return with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings coming right up.